What I'm going to run your test on today is an A3040 with a 10 horsepower motor. This is our lab unit. It's not strengthened with wear packages and a larger gearbox, but what we're going to be recommending is a unit one size up from this, an A3060 with a gearbox two sizes up from this. And the reason for this is you have a lot of very harsh materials and very hard material, and it's going to need an extra strength and oversized gearbox in order so it doesn't wear down over time. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stop the video and I'm going to kind of open it up, open up the chamber and show you the rotor, which is key to the whole thing, but it's actually a direct drive type of system. We're going to run this with a 10 horsepower. I'm going to recommend probably a 25 to 30 horsepower unit to give you the extra strength and a larger gear system on it. What I've done is I've opened up the unit. I'm just going to show you the inside of the rotor. What is a staggered knife rotor on it. So if you see the cutting edges, and they're all staggered, so it's not going to take one big hit on your material at a time. It's going to hit it, and so it's less impactful on the gearbox. And you're going to have right here is one bed knife, and the back is another bed knife. This is non-wear protected unit on the inside, but with your material, you're going to recommend a wear protected inside with it. And we're going to run this with a 12 millimeter screen, so basically a half-inch screen on it, and it's just going to kind of come down into the evacuation bucket, and then we're going to put a container right here to catch the material. We're also have on our lab unit here is a special hopper, because we're going to feed the material, so it's going to come down and go right into the bite. So it's going to come sliding down the hopper like a letter chute and come right into the bite of the machine. I'm going to close it up real quick so you kind of see the back end of this machine and see how the material will slide into the back end. It's right here. It's a letter chute hopper on this. So we're just going to drop the material straight down in, and the rotor's coming back towards the machine and be able to grab it and cut it fairly efficiently. What we're going to do now is we're going to start the machine and start loading your materials, and what Paul's going to do is just going to load them in there, and just going to load them, several pieces at a time, and just kind of watch it grind its way through. And then we have a catch basin here where we'll capture the material and bag it up and send it to you. Here it is. We're going to start up. It's easy to start this machine up. It's just starts the blower, starts the granulator. All right, Paul, you ready? Paul's just going to start loading up the material. Problem with the material, we'll have to put a little dust system around it. It's just getting a little dusty here as it breaks up to the fibers. We'll keep running them to the material for a while now, and we'll get you a large enough sample size. buildup on the unit. Everything's still cool on the unit. There's no heat buildup at all going through this unit. We've been running for over almost 7 minutes now. All right, keep being there. What we'll do is I'm going to turn off the video and we'll just keep processing, and I'll send you the material, the cut pieces. Finish the run. These are size chips you're getting out of it. We can go smaller with the screen. The only issue is you get more dust. The lower the screen size, the more dust you're going to get on it. Again, this is with a 12mm screen. But the material down here is not very dusty. It's kind of there's a bunch of dust above it that the air separator took out. But this material is actually clean. So what we'll do is we're going to bag up this material and send it to you. And then if you need it smaller, we've left a good bit of the sample that we could run it in a smaller screen and see what it does for you. But all in all, she did fairly well. And this again is with a 10 horsepower motor, and we'd be recommending probably a 25 to 30 horsepower motor with it. So it would have no problem beating through this material.